Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 side hustles that you can start and scale to an extra $1,000 a month. Each of these are ones that I have done myself or that I am currently paying someone else to do. I'll also give you examples of other people who have done it and how much they are making from it. Before I get into it, what really is the point of a side hustle and how do you approach thinking about one? The way I see it, there are 2 ways you could think about it. Firstly, you could think of it as something that would give you an immediate second income. So this includes things like babysitting, part-time retail jobs, dog walking, essentially anything that would feel like you're picking up a second job that is tying you into more work. This can be great for an immediate boost in your income. You have additional money coming in each month and you're not relying on just one income stream anymore. But A, it still has a cap on how much you can make from it, and you have to keep working to have that extra income coming in. And B, it may not be something that fulfills you and that you get excited about. The second way to think about it is as something that is on the side that is your own, that sparks joy in you, that matches your unique skills and interests with something that other people are willing to pay you for. It's flexible in terms of how much or how little you want to earn from it. You have complete autonomy, and it can, if you wanted to, scale it into something that completely replaces your full-time income. For me, the second approach is the way I like to think of side hustles, and that's essentially how I treated this YouTube channel when I first started out. It didn't feel like work. I could work on it whenever I wanted to. If I didn't want to work on it, I didn't need to. And it was the thing that overlapped what I enjoy with the thing that I can get paid for. So with that aside, let's look into some of the side hustle ideas that you can look into, starting with number 1, writing. The quote, "Content is king," is originally from an essay Bill Gates wrote in 1996, where he described the future of the internet as a marketplace for content. 28 years later, content is definitely the king, and almost all content stems from some form of writing as the base. It could be writing scripts for videos. It could be creating content and writing for websites. It could be writing product descriptions for online stores. It could be something as simple as writing catchy posts for Instagram. Laura Belgray started off as a fact checker for an author, and then she moved and wrote for a magazine, and slowly she made her way up. And before she created a copywriting agency, she used to charge up to $950 an hour for writing snappy phrases for Instagram. And on some days, she made up to $6,000 a day to write inspirational quotes for another business on Instagram. I'm not suggesting you'll earn $6,000 per day writing posts on Instagram from the start, and almost like everything, it takes a while to make a good living from this. Laura Belgray had a decade of experience before she got to this level. But if you're just starting out, as more people run their own business online, there is and will be more demand for people who can write words for those businesses. And there are loads of free ways to show off your writing skills. You could post your own original quotes or tips on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. Even if it's not in the kind of writing style that you want to offer, it still helps you stand out to your target audience. I'm currently working with a copywriter on 2 of my products, and I found him through Twitter. He was posting his work and reviewing the copy of other creators through his Twitter feed. You can also write and publish stories and articles on Medium, or even build your own website and fill it with words that showcase your skills and have a page on that that has a Hire Me section and allows other people to contact you for more information. The second is website building. A good website is an absolute must for any online business. But although everyone knows this, a lot of small businesses and solopreneurs don't have one. Many people still believe that creating a website is super complex, from designing the layout to coding the back end. But actually, with the help of website builders and the latest AI, it is a lot more straightforward than people think. Unless you need to create something bespoke and have cool features and moving parts, it's something that you can teach yourself. And I read a story about a girl who began designing websites as a side hustle without any prior knowledge or background. She then launched an Etsy shop offering web design services for $580. And over time, she turned this into a full-time business, creating a course, and now earns a 6-figure income from it, just from building and designing websites. One website builder is Hostinger, who are very kindly sponsoring today's video. Whether you're looking to set up a website or establish an online presence for yourself, or you're looking for ways to help others create websites as a side hustle, Hostinger is a no-coding solution that will get you started. Tell Hostinger's AI what look and feel you're going for when it comes to your brand, and it will create a complete professional-looking website for you based on what you're going for. I've even checked out the AI Writer, which helps you craft SEO-friendly copy, their AI Logo Builder for unique, cool designs, and I've also explored the e-commerce section, which sets the stage for when you're ready to sell. It feels a lot more like having a creative tool than just using another service, and I wish I had a tool that was as easy to use as this when I first started. So whether you want to create websites for other people, build an online presence, start a side hustle, or you're a freelancer and want an online CV showcasing your portfolio, Hostinger will have you covered. The best part is that it's super affordable and you can get website hosting and a free domain for £2.99 a month. And if you use the code Nischa, Nischa, you get a further 10% off. If you want to check it out, I've left a link in the description. Number 3, video editing. The creator economy is stronger than ever and it is just getting bigger and bigger. YouTube, Instagram Reels, TikTok, they are the strongest drivers for sales for a lot of companies, and video content marketing isn't going anytime soon. In fact, over a third of all adults online are watching short-form video content daily, and 68% of 15 to 24-year-olds are as well. There is this growing need for high-quality video content, and as a result, video editors who can create professional-looking videos and convey messages effectively are in high demand. If I, someone who had zero experience in video editing, and I'm really not technologically savvy, but I still learned how to edit my videos in 2 weeks, then you definitely can. Here is the cold email that my now full-time editor sent to me a year ago. It wasn't overdone or anything extensive, but at the time I was on about 100,000 subscribers. I'd worked with a few other editors before, but I didn't find that their editing skills fully matched mine. So I was very happy for someone to come along and take this editing part of my YouTube process off my plate. What I liked about this email is that he added value straight away. He didn't ask if I'm in need of an editor and then wait for me to reply, because I get 4 or 5 emails a day asking if I'm in need of an editor, but he just provided value straight away by re-editing one of my existing videos in a slightly different style. So it was really easy for me to check his portfolio and agree to just go ahead. According to statistics by ZipRecruiter, as of March 24, the average hourly pay for a freelance video editor is $31 an hour. By dedicating 2 hours each weekday to editing, you can earn up to $1,360. Adding an additional 2 hours of work on the weekends, you can increase your earnings to nearly $2,000 a month extra. You can post your services on Upwork or Fiverr. I find that they are quite crowded. So instead, look for a creator that you like the style of, that you can replicate, and that you can add value to them straight away. And if they like you, they'll be very happy to pay you a good amount to take the editing off their plate. Number 4, a community manager. This is a recent one that is becoming more and more in demand. A lot of creators and businesses are starting online communities, either free or paid ones, to allow the audience to interact with each other and exchange experiences and just hang out together online. And this community can be in Discord, it can be Slack, Telegram, Facebook, school, and all of these communities need someone to oversee it. A community manager is basically a person who supports the community in every way. So they're monitoring it, they're checking all the posts and the messages, making sure they're going with the guidelines, they encourage people to write, they start a discussion, they answer questions, they encourage people to communicate. And the thing that I love about this side hustle is that you can find a community that resonates with your interests. So you're just getting paid to talk about things that you love. These communities can be super diverse, ranging from book clubs to communities about gardening, modern art, computer games, DIY furniture, and so many other things that can align with what you like. If you find a community that aligns with your interests, it's something that won't even feel like work. As of March 2024, the average hourly pay for a freelance community manager is $28 an hour. And number 5, become a solopreneur's virtual assistant / operations manager. This is a really good one, and it's one of those jobs that solopreneurs need but may not actually realize that they need it. It's essentially a second pair of hands or a second pair of eyes that can help solopreneurs build out project plans, outline strategies, and execute on their ideas. You can do this by signing up to a website that pairs you with clients so you don't have to market yourself. But what I'd recommend is finding someone online that you find inspiring, that you want to learn from, that are in a field that is similar to the one that you want to get involved in, and reach out to them. Early last year, I got an email from someone who ended up being my virtual assistant. She sent me an email asking me if I needed help with calendar scheduling, checking emails, doing all the design for the brand. She showed me examples of her work that she's done. And these were all things that I was struggling to find time to do. I had a full-time job and I didn't even think that these are things that I could just hire someone else to do. And then as we started working together and the channel grew, she started getting involved in more and more things, from understanding how the marketing email funnels work to designing the websites. And as she learned more and more, she started applying the knowledge and the stuff that was going on into the projects that she did on her own. So just by being around a person who's doing something that you want to do, it helps you unlock a lot of ideas and opportunities further down the line that you didn't even know existed before you entered the world. So those are 5 side hustles that I didn't know about until I entered this online world where the opportunities are endless. If you try any of these out, or if you're in the process of trying out a side hustle, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and you might enjoy this video over here that talks about passive income ideas that you may want to consider.